First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Pass to Henry is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Murray.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
A handoff for Carter.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Murray on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Now Murray off play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On play action, it's Murray. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in. Bounds apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. Play fake. Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike 16. Mike 16. You can't block me. You can't block me. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. I got it. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. And we're pretty quiet.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking downfield for Godwin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carry that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Hardman on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Here we go. 46, boys.
A final shot before half from Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. $65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check out. Watch your shit. Watch your shit.
He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Now Murray. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with Carter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check 43. Undercross. Check 50. Switch. He's crashing.
Carter again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Murray now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second and 1. And this one complete to Smith. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check, 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 check.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw. Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
That catch good for only a couple. Flushed out right.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong